Well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here for this master class. It's really exciting to have our visiting artists here, Stephen Krishnan and Jayan Baek. Thank you so much for you guys for coming. And a couple quick things. My name is Professor Hurt. I teach guitar here at Sul Ross, as well as American music and music appreciation, and am the organizer of Guitar in the Big Bend, which, you know, the Sul Ross School of Music and the music program has sort of partnered with Guitar in the Big Bend to make this class happen. If you are interested in Guitar in the Big Bend, anything about Guitar in the Big Bend, please consider signing up for my email notebook that I've got out there. There's a little yellow pad. You can write your name and your email address down. And anything that we're doing, concerts, other master classes, I will let you know. There's also a concert tonight, so you can see Jayan and Stephen performing tonight right here at 7:30. So please consider coming to that too. Also, there's a donation box for the School of Music. So we are trying to bring out more visiting artists like Stephen and Jayan, and we'd love any donations that you would like to give, and they will go directly towards more visiting artists, more music in Alpine, and more master classes for the students here at Sul Ross. So one quick note on what a master class is for those of you guys who maybe haven't been to one before. We'll have some Sul Ross students performing for our visiting artists, and then we'll just kind of get to watch a short lesson between each student and the visiting artist. So I think we're going to have 3 students, so it'll probably be about 20 minutes each. Does any of y'all students have to be somewhere right at 4? Okay, cool. Well, I think if we go a little over than that, that'll be okay. But we'll try to keep it within an hour. And without further ado, I'll get off stage. Thank you so much for being here, and let's bring Ashton onto the stage.
Hi, Ashton. Nice to meet you.
You too.
So, what will you be playing today?
I have Astorius prepared for today.
Okay, lovely piece. I know that one well.
Oh yeah, it's very famous.
You know what? I have the music for this. Do you mind if I get my iPad real quick
For
and I
sure.
can kind of make notes
Yeah,
as you go?
for sure,
You
for sure.
You warm up or do whatever you got to do.
Okay.
Okay, give me 1 second. beautifully done.
Thank you.
I think you did a really nice job in the A section. This piece is in two sections. The A section, which is all arpeggios and very fast, and then you have this kind of slow, spacious B section. The A section, you did a really nice job bringing out the melody. The melody is in the bass in this piece, and I thought the balance was very good.
Thank you.
One thing that we could work on in the A section is making the arpeggios a little bit faster. I think in this piece we want, when you get to perform this, you want to achieve a level of speed where it becomes kind of dazzling and very impressive and brilliant. So there's a couple ideas that I have that I think might help you get some speed in your right hand. So I'm talking about, check my tuning here. Can I hear your A?
Yeah.
So, getting those arpeggios to be a little bit quicker.
Got it.
What I would experiment with is different approaches of planting. Have you guys ever talked about planting techniques?
bit,
And you know the
yeah.
different kinds of planting?
Not off the top of my head. No.
Okay, so little nerdy guitar terminology. There's different ways of when we have an arpeggio or a broken up chord, there's different ways of producing this sound. Planting is resting your fingers on the strings before striking the note. So there's a few different types of planting that you can do. There's no planting, which is where you just kind of strike the string without any prior preparation, and that looks like this. I think that's kind of what you're doing. You're kind of freely moving through the strings without resting before, always. The next kind of preparation is called simultaneous. That's where if you have a 3-note arpeggio, like that, for example, rather than kind of striking through the strings independently, you would actually plant all 3 of them at the same time. So you'd plant, I don't know which measure this is. This is when you have that little octave, that octave E. Rather than doing it one at a time, you would actually plant your thumb, index, and middle together. So they all go down at the same time, and then they stay down throughout the arpeggio. So we could just practice this on open strings. So practice landing on the strings, and then thumb, index, middle, and during the arpeggio, like while thumb is playing, these guys stay down. You're doing free stroke thumb, right?
Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. Let's repeat that. So it's when the thumb plays, the I and M go down to the strings. Like, boom, they all land together, boom. Boom, yes. Keep doing that. Boom. Boom. Let's speed it up. Boom. Keep going. Free stroke thumb. Yes. Keep doing that. I'd like to watch it. Yes. Yep. Could you dig in a little bit more with your M finger when you get to that first string? Yes.
Like that?
Yep. Yep. So they're all landing at the same time. Oops, I'm gonna fall off the stage here.
Yeah.
They're all landing at the same time. And they're all pretty punchy. You know what I mean by punchy? Like, watch how freely my fingers move and how I kick them back. Try it.
Okay.
I think you can kick that I finger back further. Yes. Oh, you hear the difference?
Yeah.
Could you guys hear the difference in the sound? Yep, and remember to plant all three at the same time. Yes. 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 Yep.
Okay.
And remember to do free stroke. Yes. You know, a second ago you did something that I really liked. I don't know if you were aware of it, but you used some arm weight, or sorry, some motion from your elbow to get your thumb through the string. You kind of using your forearm to move your thumb. I like that.
Okay.
Try that.
Yeah.
Yep, and free stroke. Let's try to go faster. Nice. I have a couple different ways of practicing planting. So that's one. You could just practice it on open strings. Another way you could do it is instead of playing as an arpeggio, you could play them as a block chord like this. So you're practicing landing at the same time with all three fingers. Should we try that together?
Yeah.
Do you know that riff by memory?
Like that?
Yes. Keep going.
Oh.
We could go to the end of that riff if you don't mind to have a full phrase. Yes, do it again. Do a little faster, like. Nice. One more time, same speed. Yeah, it should feel really good to land on the
does.
strings at the same
Yeah,
time.
it does.
Now do it the same speed, but instead of doing it as a chord, just play it one at a time.
Ooh.
That was like 30% faster.
Yeah,
than
it felt easier too.
Yeah.
It felt a lot easier.
Why don't you do that again? I want to get on the other side and watch it.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
It's hard to.
Wow. Yeah.
Do you feel like you're landing at the same time with all three fingers?
Maybe not consistently always, but I'm definitely feeling, especially at the beginning, I'm feeling it. I'm starting
Yeah.
to feel it.
Yeah. Do it one more time. If you don't mind, I'm going to just get up in here and watch your right hand. That sounds really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I would experiment with planting in the A section.
Okay.
Simultaneous planting is the easiest one, I think, to implement, where all the fingers go down at the same time. There's other combinations of planting where you could plant, like, you could do thumb by itself and then I and M together. Like, I'm not saying that this is the right answer, but just another thing you could play with is thumb goes through the string and then I and M come down together. If that makes sense. Okay, if I had another couple, like really quick, 5 minutes, okay. Just a quick little tip. If you're gonna play with music, I play with music
Okay.
sometimes, but I like to put it off to the side a little bit, so that way the audience can see your guitar. And
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
the sound projects much better if the music stand is out here to the side. Another good thing about this is it's closer to your left hand. So if you want to go back and forth from looking at your music to looking at your left hand, you don't have to move so much. If the music is right here, you want to play a little bit from the beginning?
Yeah. so much easier.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Good. I was trying to think if I have any other little quick things. One general thing, you might hate this, and feel free to completely
okay.
disregard
That's
this. I noticed that your guitar is tipped back quite a bit and like pointed up, and I'm guessing that's so that you can kind of see your fingers on the fretboard. Is that right?
Also to get my elbow a little farther out.
You like being in front.
Yes.
I
yeah,
see.
a little bit.
You might feel free to completely ignore this advice. You might try bringing the guitar a little bit closer to you and
Okay.
not worrying so much about like seeing your fingers on the fretboard. So I just think it puts the guitar in a more comfortable place for me if it's like snug up against my chest. It means I can't see what my fingers are doing, but it makes it so much more comfortable. So
Okay,
it's worth.
yeah.
I think it's worth experimenting with.
For sure. Yeah.
You might, if you're gonna bring it closer to you, you might want to lower that thing a little bit.
Oh.
So I would make it so that, you know, when it's snug up against your chest, it's not too high. Yeah, I'd probably go just a tad lower.
Kind of like that.
Yeah? Does that feel comfortable?
A little bit. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, this is where the center of my guitar is. That should be like right up against, I think of it as being right up against my sternum.
Okay.
And then what that allows you to do, if you're not worried about looking at the neck or looking at the fingerboard while you're playing, it allows you to keep your head back, which I think just in general keeps you more relaxed. Having to crane your neck forward and look at the fretboard, this puts a good amount of tension in your neck. And you might feel better if you're able to hold the guitar up while like kind of sitting back, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
We didn't hear too much of the B section. You played the B section really well.
Thank you.
Would you want to try playing some B section with guitar a little bit more back and
Sure.
maybe not worrying? And if you miss a bunch of notes because you're not looking at the fingerboard, that's okay.
Okay.
Just try it.
Do you just want me to start from the beginning of the B section?
Sure. That sounds lovely. How does it feel?
It actually feels a little bit better.
Feels better?
Yeah, my left hand doesn't actually feel as kinked. If that makes sense. It feels a little more. In my right hand, I can actually. I don't know. It feels like it's dangling rather than just sort of like clawing.
Okay, yeah, maybe something you want to play around
Yeah.
with. And you know, I'm guilty. I change my sitting position every. Jane can confirm this. I change the way I hold the guitar every six days or so. It's like, Jane, I found this new sitting position. That's awesome. Come check it out.
It sounds better. I'm like.
So it's an endless. It's a quest for the holy grail, finding the perfect guitar sitting position. So I feel free to like experiment a little bit.
For sure. Yeah.
The place where I noticed the neck being a little bit of a problem is when the arpeggios in the A section, actually, when you were way up here in 7th position or in 9th
Yes,
position.
yeah.
So I wonder if having the guitar up a little higher, if that might help you like keep your neck back a little bit.
Okay.
Because I saw you kind of coming forward with your head and your neck there. Try, I don't know, where would be a... Yeah, and I want you to think about your back being straight.
Got it.
Not like you don't have to sit super tall, but just being, feeling like your neck is being part of your back.
Got
if
it.
that makes sense.
Okay.
As opposed to, there's like a bend between where my neck meets my back. I want your neck to like come straight out of your back.
Got it. Okay.
So
okay.
try thinking about that while you play. You can go slow if you'd like. fast?
Sure. Oh. Ah.
Okay. I saw your head. I saw your
Yeah,
head go
started
forward there.
to-
Try
started
it
to-
again and try to be more aware of it. That was so much better. Yeah. Do we have time for like 30 seconds, Nick?
We're a little over.
Okay, all right.
Maybe-
We'll end there.
Sorry.
Yes, no worries.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did it 30 seconds? Let's do it 30 seconds.
Okay, one little exercise you can do. Do the same thing, and I'm just gonna, if you don't mind, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put my hand in the back of your head, and I want you to feel your head contacting my hand the whole
Okay.
time while you're playing. If you feel it
Deviate.
separate, bring it back.
Got it.
You can use your eyes to look at the fretboard, but keep your head where it is. Nice. Perfect. Nice job.
And I'm just going to be playing the A section from Schubert's Impromptu in A flat major.
sure, but he composed so many different pieces, which is like, I'm like, how can it even possible, right? 31 is such a short line. What else you know about him? Not much. Anything you know about your piece, like when you see the title impromptus, when you see the word, what comes up in your mind?
Why not? It's number 4 out of like a collection.
Yeah, he composed 2 collection of impromptus, and then each collection has like 4 pieces. You play the first one, number 4, and then he composed another collection with 4 pieces. Both collection composed a year before his death, so it's a very latest piece. When you see the word impromptus, do you think what's coming up in your mind?
Jane, sorry to interrupt. If it's at all possible to project a little
A
louder.
little louder, okay, thank you.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. to
That's
make you
fine,
do
yeah,
that.
tell me, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not quite sure.
So impromptus is a piece for instrumental, especially solo pieces. And impromptus, like in English, do you think what word will be similar to impromptus? Improvisation? Yeah, yeah, okay. So let's see, let's get started. Let's see very at the beginning, what is really interesting for you in this piece? I can see one thing is really, really interesting in this piece.
A series of like, I was just broken chord
Mhm.
almost every section.
And do you know what key in this piece written?
A flat major.
A flat major. Are you actually start A flat major here?
A flat
Minor. Is it A flat minor is a very common key for pianists? Not
As far as I
really,
know.
because A flat minor's relative major is a C flat major. How often do you play C flat major?
Very often. Not that often actually.
Well, I never played piece in C flat major, so probably you never played that one also. So starting with an A flat minor, you see like the arpeggio, right? Have you practiced this one? Well, I'm gonna start to a little bit mess around. If you feel uncomfortable, is it okay? But you can just go ahead and then practice yourself later. Also, I just give you an idea to how you can start the practice. Let's start this one. I wonder if you can play all these arpeggios just a chord. So for example. Possible. Just like first full measure. Yeah. Try slow. You can go even go slow, and then your dynamic is pianissimo. So you can work a little bit easy just. That's already sure, yeah. Okay. Back to here. Same as before. That's right. The reason we do this practice is you have to know how much you have to stretch your hand or where you need to. You have to know the bigger structure. So whenever I have a broken chord or arpeggio, my first thing is like, okay, let's see. Where should I change my position? Is there any big jump, big leap, or is there any tricky chord I have to reach? It's way easier than you looking at the like note by note like this, okay? So let's try one more time. This time I want you to listen to all this harmonic progression. And then if you make it this one as a phrasing, like how many measure you want to see as a first phrase?
Probably about up to here or even here.
Up to here? Okay. What about let's start with 1, 2, 3, full measure as your first phrase, okay? So which means if you are a singer, if you are wind player, like flute or brass player, you will not gonna break until here. You have to go with your 1 break. Piano, like we always forget about breathing because it will still make a sound if we just press down, right? But we still need to break because we're musicians, right? So this will be your first phrase, and all this harmonic progression and then make a longer phrase like. And I have a second question for you. The melodic contour, are they going down or up?
Down.
Down. So when we have a music like you have a descending scale or descending melodic contour, do you want to make it decrescendo or do you want to make it crescendo? Decrescendo. Can you show me that one as well? So starting the first one with a little bit more sound, next one with little less, little less, little less, little less, and then I really want you to listen here. This like a resolution, okay? And then go back. That's your bigger stroke. Can you show me a little bit more here, Reggie? Listening here. That's right. Okay, that's your bigger structure. And now let's look at here. It is very hard to control like super fast but super soft with the left hand keep jumping around. I know. Which fingering do you use at the top one or bottom one? Top one. Okay. So let's practice this way. Let's The hardest spot is like where you have to play the same note with a different fingering, right? You have to switch very quick. Meantime, you have to play left hand as well. So when we need to switch our position or finger super quickly, do you think what will be a good way to make this transition super quick?
You definitely need two different fingers.
For me, the trick is stay close to the key, make your motion less. Imagine, do you think, like, it's like this. Do you want to make it this one like an elephant dance, or do you want to make this one like a butterfly dance? It should be butterfly. If you're elephant, you can play fast. So we'll practice that one. Reduce your finger. That I saw that your number 4 and pinky is like up like this a lot. That means your hands are like you holding a lot of tension. So I wonder if we can focus on. Your hands imagine them dripping down to here. Let's try to be very slow. Do you mind holding my wrist here? Hold my wrist so you can feel that how I use my this inner rotation. So you sit like a little bit higher.
I'm not quite sure. I think I'm usually a little bit lower.
Yeah, I think this bench setup is tiny bit high for you. Can we make it a little bit lower if it is possible? have to be cautious. Your wrist will not gonna get like this, okay? So let's try with this new bench start one more time. That one. Imagine the inner rotation. We have to make sure keep going. And here, watch my hand. Watch carefully when I switch the same note with different finger. This is the way I switch. This is the way you're switch. I'm really exaggerating. I'm not saying you do like this. What did you notice between these two?
Mine's a lot more hopping. I don't really move into the motion.
And you really try to switch the finger versus what I do is when I play here, I'm already ready to go next one. Here, see, I'm already ready to go next finger. So I don't have to do any extra preparation to switch my position because we don't have time to do that, unfortunately. Like Schubert writing 16 notes for you for first two measure, unfortunately. Yeah. Try one more time, see if you can make it. So the tip will be when I play this one, my index finger is already ready to go to the next one. Let's try really slow that one and then don't hop it too much. Imagine your fingers just stick to here. You cannot let go of your finger. Okay, ready? Keep going. Can we try that one slightly faster? Ready? And yeah, do you mind if I touch your shoulder? So here you only need this much energy. Very light. You don't need to really go like this. Just very light touch. And it's a pianissimo. Much better. Can you just show me the Reggio that should be the last note should be diminuendo. Not like this This is only the MIDI. You don't have to play louder than that. One last one.
Jane, sorry, 5 minutes
5 minutes,
slipped past me. We're closer to about 3.
Okay, and then let's see the here, this section to jump to. So this part, I think you're kind of trying to bring up your left hand sound a little bit more, right? Yeah, that's what you intended. Yeah, but like this right hand is like keep a little bit bothering to make a longer phrasing line and then sing. lot smoother. And then melodic contour wise, what happened when you play just separately left and bottom? We start, yeah, we start here. And then we'll, at the end, go where? Where you finish your left hand. Here. So you have to build up your climax and then your arrival will be here. So think about that will manage your energy level well because it's very long pacing. You have to start from here, pianissimo. Have to little by little build up and then your actual loud part is here. If you start here way too loud, when you arrive your climax, you're like, I don't have the energy to keep going anymore. And then you start to just step backward. Then audience doesn't have a chance to like really enjoy your climax part, right? Okay, one more time from here, left hand. Show me your climax. So we have to, this part still keep it soft. I know we have a crescendo here, but do you really want to make it loud? So from here. So whenever I see the crescendo, I feel like, okay, ready to get loud, but not yet. It's just like for me, the signature, pre-signature, just ready to make it a little bit loud. Maybe you can start to build up a little bit. So arrive here, forte. Keep it like that. And then last three can be your climax, okay? From here. I think you can start softer than that. That's right. Got it? Uh-huh. And here, this part, you could do same practice way what we did. What I did with you the first page, can we try that one a little bit here? With the just chord, yeah, so that you know, your hand should know where you need to go. You don't have a time to like, oh, I have to stretch the A flat. You don't have really time to do that. And then next one. Next one. That's right. about this piece?
Well, I know he wrote it for the Baroness Rothschild,
Mhm.
who she was a student. I know he was like sort of involved in higher society.
Yeah,
While
I mean,
researched.
that time
Her teacher.
tradition was always like the like teaching work of the kids or like play for their salon party. That was like musician always do. What else you know about?
Very nationalistic, the Polish.
Oh, okay. Interesting about that point. So, Chopin, he's from Poland. But how can we describe about his musical style? This romantic composer, like romantic period, you know that was the time of like piano music. There's so many pianists, so many piano composers that are coming out. Especially Chopin can be like one of the most important romantic composer. But there are many other composers like Liszt, Brahms, Schumann. Comparing to them, like you say that nationalism, like how can we describe about his music?
Like style-wise?
Style-wise or whatever comes in your mind?
Very melancholic.
Okay, yeah.
Is
Very
what I-
poetic, yeah.
Lots of, the word escaped me, but like playing with the timing of the piece.
Rubato, yeah, we called it, yeah. So it has a Polish culture, but his piece, Chopin piece compared to like composer like Liszt. I mean, you may not play Liszt yet, but like let's see compared to Chopin, his music to Liszt, anything you can notice immediately?
Like the key signatures,
Yeah.
a lot of key signatures you wouldn't see much anywhere else.
Yeah, and Liszt pieces are getting more like wide, like spectrum, like way longer, like he's more experiment versus Chopin is like actually stylistically he's a little more close to classic, like ABA, a lot of pieces short because he mainly prefer himself to play in a small group of people, like salon music only. He never want to like present himself to like big audience, like public concert like this. Versus Liszt always want to like presenting himself with a big concert public. That's why his pieces are all like very long. You may have to play 30 minutes and less with a break. Versus Chopin has actually a lot of very small, like ABA, maybe ACA, something like that. Very small, like ternary form piece. Yeah, that's the maybe one thing we can talk about it. And you play waltz. What is waltz?
A dance.
Dance. So which means when you play this piece, if there's a dancer, she should be able to dance with you. But romantic period dance is a little different than classic period dance. Do you know what is differences between classic dance versus Chopin's waltz?
He didn't. I don't think he really wrote it for
Yes,
dancing.
that's right. He put a title as a waltz, but Chopin's waltz is not actually composed for a dancer.
It's more in the style.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Versus classic dance is more like for actual dance. This is the point I say that he's actually stylistically a lot of parts are more classic than Liszt. Yeah, good. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Do you want to bring out your music first page? Let's put just first couple of pages. Okay, this piece in triple meter, you start with pickup. Then do you think what should we do? Where is your strong downbeat? Or if you talk about melodic line, will be
Or
yeah. So this is actually not your starting downbeat. 1, 2, 3. Can we try this one? Let's try this way. Okay, this might be a little bit confused for you, but I call this an inner hearing practice. That's my favorite things to do. It's gonna feel really weird. We will play just right and top melodic line only. Let me show you. And then this part sing with your inner hand. pickup, you have to breathe before one, because 1, 2, this is your strong beat, right? And then even starting, I don't think you have to like really show us, like, okay, right? You do like this motion before starting. Just lift up your head. Just one lift up is good enough. You don't have to show us like, okay, you're ready to play like this, okay? Can you more setting your thumb to here? One. And are you counting 1, 2 in your mind? It's a pickup, okay? 1, 2, and then in your hearing, da 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 da. Do you want to play that B sharp that loud, or which one should be louder? C sharp or B sharp? C sharp or B sharp? That's resolution, right? You don't have to play the bottom one, just top one only. Okay, ready? And just start from A. So we can pause here, but in this practice, I can see that you're controlling this
Yeah.
crescendo at the crescendo way better than when you play just for the first time. First time, I can see that you have some idea to where you need to make it loud and soft, but I don't think you never really plan where will be your loudest point
Yeah.
or where you want to make it softer. You know, a lot of time piano music, we have to play so many notes. Like we're the only one, I'm sorry guitar people, but we're the only person who play treble clap and bass clap at the same time. We use a 10 finger to play this 88 key. Honestly, 10 finger is not enough. I always feel like I want to have my third R, so I can practice a little less. Yeah, just we have to play so many notes, right? And that makes us like sometime not thinking about phrasing or dynamic, or maybe we're thinking about it, but a lot of time we're just so busy to hitting so many notes, and then at the end it turns out I play whole time so loud, or my climax is a 10 measure later, but I'm already playing with my full energy.
Yeah.
In climax, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I can't play any louder at that point, right? So this kind of, we call this practice a voicing practice. I do this one a lot myself and also with my student. And the reason I ask you to try this trill part in your hearing is, when you see the trill, how do you feel? You're so confident, I'm so happy to play trill, or I'm like, okay, I'm like so scared, I don't wanna do it. How do you feel?
It depends on which fingers I have to use.
But normally, like, when you see the trill, like, oh, I'm so excited to play trill.
I usually have them.
You're excited? I'm
Yeah,
not excited to
like-
play trill.
I kind of like it, at least in his music, because
Okay.
for me that's Chopin.
But I'm not really excited. I always feel like, okay, I'm gonna play this so perfectly beautiful, gracefully, and then it turns out very ugly,
Yeah.
very loud, right? The reason I ask you to just do this with your inner hearing is because all the people like, oh, it's true. Okay, we're gonna play very well, and then do you know what you lose? You lost your momentum. You lost your phrasing line.
Yeah.
Because like, da da da. Okay, ready? Da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. So it feels like this two measure and this two measure, they are in a separate word. But actually, it's piece, like the phrasing is keep continuing. And his music is a romantic piece, so sometimes that's why I say that try this with an inner hearing, because then you can hear way better with and then you notice that you sometimes which is if you play this single line only, probably you never want to do that. But there are so many things in between, so we forget about it. So as here, when you really
3-ish minutes.
yeah, make it really nice dynamic curve line. Okay, do you want to try one more? Would it be okay to start from here one more time? Just play top line only. That's right. And then I talk about that one to her and Elena as well. Yeah, sometimes we have to lift up your wrist, keep it higher might be helpful. But in here, if you do that will put immediate accent. Do you think you want to try or yeah, think about it. For me, Chopin's touch is more like a brush like a touch. Let's imagine in an art class brush, there's a like very thin, fine one, small, medium, wide. Which brush do you want to pick for his piece? Really small? I will say like at least medium
Yeah.
to make a really soft legato sound, which means, do you mind if I touch your shoulder? Yeah, should be more like this. This is more Chopin sound. If you play Mozart or Haydn, yes, do this activity. For Chopin, we'll like this feeling. Can you imagine that feeling? And then try one more time for me. That's right, okay. And then let's see your trill here super quick. Can you try from just right over here? So do you know what happened here? Can you try this one without trill for me? That's in a correct rhythm. What happened right now is because of this trill, you make this 16 note way longer. So rhythm sounds wrong. It should be. You cannot change rhythm because of you want to play triple. Do you think you can try? Go tiny bit slow, like. Don't forget you have a rest. So rest. That was much better with the rhythm. Trill is like earring,
Yeah.
necklace. Do you want to have a earring which is like same as your face size? Like this gigantic earring?
No.
Are you gonna ever wear that one? No, we don't wear that. And then it's a kind of extra. If you don't wear clothes, you cannot go outside. But if you don't do earring, that's fine. It's always extra. So because of this extra thing, don't ruin your beat or don't just throw off your rhythm. Because in Chopin, rhythm is so important. One more thing is trill is grace note. It should be very graceful. I think you're right now working so hard. This is only I need. Better. Let's make sure the rhythm. 1. That was better. Like you're slightly pushing the speed, but much better. At least you didn't put accent here. There's no accent. Actually, the part you want to bring up. Yeah. so damn loud. And just before we wrap up, just one more thing I want to say here. I feel like you don't get enough support from your wrist. You're working super hard with your finger. I noticed that you also have like pinky and number 4 finger getting like up like this, which means you carry a lot of tension. You work way too much. Unfortunately, a lot of piano piece 30-minute long. We have to really control our energy level very well. Otherwise, you cannot finish the piece because all the pieces are so long. Here, I want you to try a wrist support. Circular, okay, I'm exaggerated though. I'm not saying that you have to like really do like this. It's more inner rotation. Balance wise, did you notice anything? My finger weight balance wise? Try one more time. Yeah. Feel how I control my balance. What did I do?
More weight.
More weight this part, and then going to the descending, I let go. And your last note is a thumb. It will be really easily getting loud, so you don't have to work extra hard. It will still make a sound. Try with your right hand slow, but feel the inner rotation. What's your open? Ready? Just relax your the more bells like
Yeah.
this. Yes,
That does feel better.
yeah. Try one. You're getting there. You just have to practice. Yeah. Ready? I will just hold it here. Ready? And faster. Keep going like that. Keep your wrist not too small. It's okay. It's okay. Let's try just
Yeah.
first movement only.
It's weird doing it without
I know,
my hands.
yeah. And then don't get too close. Yes, and then relax your upper body. You have a tendency to get close to the piano. What happens when you get too close here? You can only move your arm like this. You have to use the entire key. So always feel that when things are getting harder, or think of a proud chest. Somebody pull your hair from the top, then what are you gonna do? You have to sit nice and tall. You don't have to sit all the time, sit nice and tall, and then that's very common tendency when pieces are getting harder, people wanna get close, then what happens? Your arm range will be like this, reduced. And you're so tense here, your finger will start out of control. If you wanna control better, you have to more relax. That's the always key. Whenever you wanna control better, relax. The more you get tense, you will start to lose your control, okay? So this part, I know it's like, feels weird, but practice with the wrist rotation. This thing, if you worry about like the missing the note, the good thing you can do is here. Just see if you can control with the very precise motion. Let's try that one last time, then we'll finish. Yeah. If we do here, you don't have to worry about making a mistake, on your motion instead of worry about, oh, there was a D sharp, oh, there was a C sharp like this, because we have so many key signature here also. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any question?
No, that was really helpful.
Thank you.